Hello everybody, my name is Chef Merritt and I'm going to show you how to kill the raid boss, Hyperius the Invincible, on any character. Back when I was struggling on this boss, I was unable to find any videos that explained surefire ways to kill him. For Zero, I always saw the boar method wherever I looked, but in almost every video, the player would specifically mention that if you failed to bore him down and ended up pushing Hyperius into hyper-aggressive mode, you'd likely die. I'm here to show you otherwise. Now, in case you didn't know, the weapon this boss is farmed for is the Norfleet. I've actually tracked my success rate for getting this weapon, and I can confirm that the drop rates are often low. In 341 kills, I've gotten the weapon only 8 times, averaging out to 1 Norfleet every 40 attempts. But, with all the statistics out of the way, let's get right into the guide itself.
There we go.
The two main weapons I recommend are the Sandhawk and the Grog Nozzle. You get the Sandhawk from Scarlet after you put all the pieces of her compass together, and you get the Grog from a side quest in Tiny Tina's DLC. As you will see in just a moment, I'm not using any skill points besides Deception. The only reason I even have Deception on is because of my class mod that gives me a 10% health boost upon use. I'm not using any badass rank either. This is to show you that there's no specific character required to easily kill this boss. Anyway, the shield that I have on is the B for its high amp damage. A high shield capacity really isn't necessary with all of the healing equipment I have on. I'm using the Legendary Hunter class mod. This class mod really isn't that important, so just throw in whatever seems useful. Ideally, you should have a purple magic missile from Tiny Tina's DLC. Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky, so I'm running with a longbow, slag, and heal grenade. I'm running the Blood of the Seraph's Relic for constant healing and max health boost. You can buy this from the Oasis Seraph vendor, but if you don't have the 50 crystals, I highly recommend farming Pyropete to get them. Off the bat, you want to fire 2 bursts of your Sandhawk. Then, jump behind the pillar to avoid his ground pound, as this is the one area in the entire arena that you can actually dodge it. After you hear it go off, you can come back out. However, don't leave too early, because if you do, then even if he didn't hit you with the first one, he can complete the second half of his attack and hit you with the next. Now, after the very beginning of the fight, you're going to have a solid stretch of time to deal some damage. Before he goes into hyper-aggressive mode, you want to take it easy and focus on dodging all of the missiles from his minions. It won't be worth it to continue wasting your ammo if your B shield is down, so do your best to avoid the rockets. It isn't hard, but you want to maximize your damage output while doing so in order to minimize the time of the fight. When you get his health bar to around the Invincible in his name, you'll want to put some distance between the two of you. When his bar passes the second N in Invincible, he'll go into hyper-aggressive mode. As soon as you push him into this phase, he should either blast you, leap, and then double ground pound, or he will leap and then triple ground pound. Besides this initial extra damage phase, his rotation is typically leap, rockets, leap, ground pound, and then repeat. Because he's constantly leaping, you want to make sure that you're constantly jumping backwards to put distance between the two of you. To maximize your efficiency, make sure that every time you jump, you scope and shoot, and then when you're going to land, you just spray. A few notes to have are that you need to make sure that you're always aware of where the wall is behind you, because the pull can go sour real quick if you don't jump backwards anymore. If the minions are nearby while you're jumping, or if Hyperius is too close for comfort, don't be afraid to turn around and sprint away to try to reset your distance. However, if you're confident in your ability to stay alive, throw some of your nades at the place where Hyperius is about to land in order to potentially slag him and heal yourself. Slags really only last for about 2 seconds, but if you time your shots right, you'll get some extra damage in. If you have the magic missile, then throw it at him as he's about to land. The next thing I want to point out is that it's possible for you to force him to stagger before he ground pounds, essentially saving your B shield, but it's impossible to predict when this will happen unless you're boring him with Zero, but just something to hope for. Finally, you need to know that this is not a fight that you want to extend. As time goes on, his ground pounds do more and more damage. There will be a point where you just can't heal faster than he damages you. If you constantly run into this problem, then you need to find a way to increase your damage output, your efficiency, or both. Alright guys, so that is how you kill Hyperius on any character. If this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, then please make sure you like it. Also be sure to subscribe for future videos, as my plan is to release one a week. I'm also planning on creating similar guides for other raid bosses as I perfect my kills in the future, but we'll see how that goes. Final thing, make sure you follow me on Twitch and Twitter in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I wish you luck in obliterating Hyperius.